Welcome to Imperialism in College Football 27 SEC Edition. First, we spin a wheel to randomly determine a team. Then we spin an arrow to determine which way the team will attack. With the arrow pointing to another team, the teams will face off in a winner-takes-all game where the winner gets the land of both teams. Now let's get started with this Auburn-Mississippi State matchup.
Auburn-Mississippi State is our first matchup in this Imperialism, and it is a 7-7 tie. Auburn kicks a field goal to take the lead, now with a touchdown to extend their lead at halftime, up by 10. Can they put in the dagger? They can. 24-14. Mississippi responded, but it was too late.
Auburn is our first winner of this Imperialism, and they expand into Mississippi. And we're back to the wheel. Which team is going to be up next? It'll be the Florida Gators. Which way will Florida be attacking? Going northwest. Honestly, I think that's Auburn again.
Auburn and Florida, former rivals here, but they haven't played each other in a long time, and it is 0-0 right now at halftime. Absolute barn burner of a game here. Auburn gets the field goal. It is 3-0. Florida gets the touchdown, 7-3, looking to put the game away, and they do, 17-3. Florida takes down Auburn.
Auburn won their first game, but they couldn't win again, and Florida's going to take over both territories. 14 teams remain. Let's see who will be next to attack. It'll be the Tennessee Volunteers. Which way will Tennessee be attacking? They're going east, and they're taking on South Carolina.
Tennessee taking on Lenora Sellers and the Gamecocks, who are off to a 7-0 lead. Now 14-7. Can Tennessee score more after they do? 14-10. Still in favor of the Gamecocks. Tennessee scores to take the lead. Can South Carolina respond? No. Tennessee responds with a dagger. They win that one 24-14, and they take South Carolina.
Tennessee with a late dagger to eliminate the South Carolina Gamecocks. Should I just color in North Carolina? Yeah, I count it. And we're back to the wheel. Which team will be attacking next? It's going to be Mizzou. Which way will Mizzou be going? Going southwest, and they're taking on Oklahoma.
Oklahoma won this matchup last season. Mizzou won it the year before. Who's gonna win it this time? It is 3-3. Now Mizzou takes a 10-3, 17-3 lead right before half. Can they score again? They can, but it is 20-10 late into the fourth. Oklahoma scores. Can Mizzou put it away? They do. Final score 23-17. Missouri moving on and taking down the 10-seed Oklahoma Sooners.
Our first big upset so far, Mizzou takes down Oklahoma. And now just 12 remain. With 12 teams left, who will be the next team to attack? It's going to be Arkansas. Which way will Arkansas be going? They're going north, and they're taking on Mizzou.
The battle line rivalry. Mizzou already has a big upset in this Imperialism. Can they win another game? They are up 14-0 here, now 21-0 at halftime. Mizzou absolutely dominating Arkansas. Arkansas does score, but it is much too late. Mizzou wins this one in dominant fashion, 35-7, and they have won a second matchup in this Imperialism already.
Mizzou continues to expand 2 turns in a row. They're taking Oklahoma, and now they take Arkansas. Which team will be attacking next? Looks like it'll be really close. Tennessee. And which way will Tennessee be going? They're going west. They're taking on Vandy.
Vanderbilt actually won this matchup last year for the first time in a long time, but Tennessee had been dominating them before that. Which team will come out on top in this Imperialism? It is 7-3 at halftime, now 10-3 Tennessee. Vanderbilt kicks the field goal. It is 13-6. Can Tennessee put it away here? They can. They run out the clock, and Vanderbilt has been eliminated.
Tennessee also with their second win now of this Imperialism. That does mean we can officially give them all of Tennessee. And just like that, we're down to 10. Our final 10 teams on the wheel. Which team will be attacking next? It's going to be Kentucky. And which way will Kentucky be attacking? They're going west. And they're taking on Mizzou.
The unfortunate part about having the most land is that you play the most, but Mizzou is off to a lead here, looking to defend their territory. They are up 10-3. It is now tied 10-10 at halftime. Kentucky scores coming out of half, 17-10. Can they put in the dagger here? No. Mizzou ties it up. Kentucky now with a chance to win it, and they do. Kentucky steals one, and they're going to steal all of Oklahoma, Missouri, and Arkansas, and they are moving on.
Kentucky now the team to beat with the most land here, as they expand west here and get a big win in this Imperialism. 9 remain. Who will be the next team to attack? It's going to be Tennessee again. And which way will Tennessee go? They're going to go east, and they're going to go take on Kentucky.
Tennessee has been dominant thus far in this Imperialism, but Kentucky is the king killer right now. but they are down 14-0 at halftime. Tennessee now up 21, now 28-0, 35-0. Tennessee stays dominant, and they're taking down the Wildcats 35-3.
Tennessee, in addition to South Carolina, now takes the most land on this Imperialism. We've just watched two teams lose back-to-back doing that, though, so could Tennessee be next? And I gotta draw on the Mason-Dixon line. No, that's not the Mason-Dixon line, that is, huh? Disregard what I just said. And now half the team's gone in this Imperialism. Which team's going to attack next? Gonna finally see Georgia. Now, which way will Georgia be going? They're going south, and they're taking on Florida.
The war for the ore here. Georgia coming into this one at 4, and this is their debut in this video, and they are up 14-0 already. Florida did have one big win against Auburn, but they are down 17-0 now to Georgia. They do score, but Georgia puts it out of reach. 24-14. Florida looking for a miracle. They don't get it. Florida has been eliminated, and Georgia is moving on.
Florida, you had a good run. You were here for a while. You did win a game, but unfortunately, they go down to Georgia. And shout out Florida-Georgia line. Baby, what's up? 7 remain. We're back to the wheel. Who will be attacking next? We're going to finally see Texas. Which way will Texas be going? They're going north, and they're taking on Tennessee.
The teams with the most land have not had a great time defending today, but Tennessee is off to a 6-0 lead here. Texas coming in cold, but they are up 7-6 at halftime. Now 14-6, looking to put it away here. And they get another field goal. That's going to make it a 9-point game. That's going to put it out of reach. Texas, in their first game, takes down Tennessee, and they are the new leader of this Imperialism.
University of Texas, welcome to this Imperialism. You now own half of the Southeast United States. And you gotta think Texas might be a early favorite in this one. Down to our final 6. Which team will be attacking next? Looks like we're finally gonna get Ole Miss. Which way will Ole Miss be going? They're going south. They're taking on Georgia.
Powerhouse matchup here. We got Ole Miss taking on Georgia. 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. Is anyone going to score this half? Yes, Ole Miss is going to go up 7-0. Looking to extend their lead. They do 14-0. Can Georgia respond? They cannot. Ole Miss defense playing heavy. 14-0 win for Ole Miss. Georgia didn't even score.
It's a valid strategy in this Imperialism to just hang back and then steal all the land at the end. Ole Miss might be coming in just at the right time. And just like that, we got our top 5. Down to our final 5. 2 of them haven't even played yet, which is the way it goes sometimes. Alabama is our next team up. Which way will the Tide be attacking? They're going north. Looks like they're taking on Texas.
Crimson Tide, welcome to the video. Taking on Texas, the landmass leader. And as we've established, that's trouble in this Imperialism so far. But it is 14-14 at half. Texas now up 17-14, looking to put it away, 24-14. Another chance to put it away. They do. Texas defeats Alabama with a late 17-point. Nope, they only scored 14 in the fourth quarter. All right, I don't know ball. But they're moving on.
Alabama, hope you had a fun time in the video. You were here for like 30 seconds, and now you're gone. Apparently there's still 2 teams on the board that haven't played. I misread the situation earlier. There was actually 3, and we're getting Ole Miss too. Now, which way will Ole Miss be going? They're going southwest, and they're taking on LSU.
Here we are in the Magnolia Bowl with the Sun Devils legend now leading the LSU Tigers. We do have a 9-11 matchup. Can I say that? Am I going to get demonetized? 24-7 at the end of the third. We don't even have to go to the field to see this one. This one was an absolute massacre by Ole Miss.
LSU, you were not here very long either. And you fell victim to Trinidad, throw another dime. Down to our final tribal council, 3 remain. And it is going to be Ole Miss again. I don't know how Texas A&M made it this far, but they do get landed on here. Ole Miss now taking on A&M.
To be fair, we did get 3 of the best teams in the SEC left, so Trinidad off to a 7-0 lead here. A&M does respond. It is 10-7 at halftime. Can A&M take the lead? They do. 14-10. Stadium pulse is loud. Trinidad down by 4 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Looking downfield. It's picked off. Trinidad throws an interception. Damian Sanford with a huge interception. A&M has the chance to win it here. 3rd and 8. If they get the first down, Ole Miss has no timeouts. Ole Miss needs a stop here from the gun. The Aggies are going to throw. looks over, it is caught, and that's gonna do it. Marcel Reed finds his receiver. The Aggies beat the Rebels 14-10.
A heartbreaker for Ole Miss. I actually thought they were about to have a game-winning drive. Instead, Trinidad threw a pick, making our championship Texas versus Texas A&M. Let's go ahead and spin for home field advantage. The attacking team will be Texas. Why am I spinning an arrow? I literally just said. Here we go.
The Lone Star Showdown, actually a matchup we could have had from the very first wheel spin, but sometimes that's just how it goes. Texas off to a lead here. A&M does respond. A&M now driving, they score again. Texas drives the other way. It is 14-14. A&M looking to score for half. They don't. Can A&M score coming out of half? They do. Texas now scores, and they score a long one. All right, let's go see how A&M's going to respond. A&M, huge third down here. They need to pick up 3 yards. Reed drops back. He's looking deep, and he is intercepted. Oh boy, Texas with a huge pick, and that might put the game away. 3rd and 4. If A&M gets the stop here, they do get the ball back. If Texas converts, that will put the game away. Man, he's going to take it himself. No, he is stopped well short. And A&M's going to get the ball back down 7. No timeouts. Reed now on 3rd and 6 with a minute left. Clock winding down. Texas looking for another huge stop. An interception would end the game. He's looking deep, and it is... Oh, it's a drop by both teams. I thought A&M was going to catch it, and then I thought for sure it was a pick, but that does bring up a 4th down either way. 4th and 6. A&M needs this or else the game will be over. He's got time in the pocket. He's got a man over the middle. It is caught. Down to the 44. Following that huge catch from Micah Riley, A&M now has 38 seconds. They need to score quickly. Reed's going to take off. He's got another 1st down. Can they score in 33 seconds? Clock still counting down. They don't have any timeouts. So they're going to have to take an end zone shot. 22 seconds now. Reed's got time. He's going to scramble. Can he get to the outside? He does. He gets it away. Still down 7 from the 27. 15 seconds left. Reed's going to take off again. That was highly questionable. He's going to slide. There's only 10 seconds left. Now 8, 7, 6. Can they get on the ball? 5, 4, and that is going to do it. The University of Texas Longhorns are your Imperialism champions. University of Texas has done it with Arch Manning.
Honestly, probably the favorites from the start here. Texas, the Imperialism champions of the SEC. Make sure you guys subscribe for more Madden and college football content.